What's up, guys? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This is Season 4, Episode 5, and the episode is titled The Battle of the OGs. So, we start this episode off with Bow Wow and his friends. They meet up at the gym. Bow Wow is looking at all the ladies in the gym, being that creeper guy that no lady likes in the gym, where she's focused on getting her workout in, and you have men gawking at her. So that was annoying. And then they just basically have a conversation about how Pimpin' and Diamond, they have gotten back together. You know, after he signed the split sheets, she ended up coming over to his house and they talked things out, and now they're back together. So we have Bow Wow in the confessional. He's like, I think that Pimpin' should be single because they're so toxic, and basically saying that a relationship ain't worth it. It's like, no, you choose to be single. That doesn't mean that everybody else wants to be single. You're the one who still thinks that you're like a 20-year-old playboy, and you're not. I will say that little clip that they inserted in of Pimpin' and Diamond, though, they could have kept that. I don't want to see him lick anything off of Diamond. I just don't. I don't at all. So, next thing you know, Ayana ends up calling Bow Wow to let him know that she definitely does have COVID. And now that, her breathing has gotten harder, it's really affecting her because, as we know, she has asthma. So, I mean, it is kind of cool to see that her and Bow Wow have a good relationship. But I kind of wish that, I don't know, I understand that she has COVID, but I wish that she could have been incorporated a bit more instead of only calling Bow Wow, but, it is what it is. So we finally see Shayna. I mean, I feel like even though she is a part of the main cast, it's like we hardly see this girl. She's just walking with her boyfriend, and she's talking about how Ayana did get COVID, and, she's just basically letting her boyfriend know that she hasn't talked to Ayana because they had a falling out. So I don't know if this was a scene from last season or what, but basically Shayna was saying that Amy was the guy in the relationship with Ayana. And Ayana was explaining that, no, we're both women. That is just what we are. We're two women who are in a relationship. And unfortunately, in society, when people see that there's a relationship with two women and one of them would be considered more feminine and the other would be considered more masculine, which means that, their clothing may seem more masculine versus the other, people do tend to be like, oh, that's the guy in the relationship. Even though it's clearly two women. I did like that Ayana tried to correct Shayna, but I still don't think that Shayna was fully understanding where Anaya was coming from. I really don't. So Shayna never apologized for that, and that was pretty much the end of their friendship. The next thing we have is Judy. She's in a meeting. They're trying out different fragrances for whatever new product that she's coming out with. I will say shout out to her because she is promoting her brand fully and completely every time we see her on this screen. And that is the way to do it. So Brat ends up showing up. And she's like, I think that you should move locations. Of course, Brat wants her to be in Atlanta, but Judy still wants to, have her business there in New Orleans. So hopefully they can come up with a compromise, maybe have two locations. I don't know, but I think they could go ahead and make that work. Their relationship is really cute. I do like to see Brat and her girlfriend be really happy. Also, I just realized that I keep calling her Judy because of her Instagram handle when her name is Jessica. My bad. One thing I was going to say is that it was very sneaky for Brat to go behind her back to like talk to her real estate people about moving from New Orleans to Atlanta. That's the one thing I did not like about what Brat did, but I guess if that's what she felt like doing. Jessica was definitely right when she said that it's not as easy as Brat thinks it is to just pack up and move your business when you have to get business licenses and actually like the location. So I think it's going to be a process, but eventually Jessica is going to make that transition. Brat also ends up inviting her to Diamond's album release party, and I guess this will be them, stepping out on the town as a couple. So we get a scene with Remarkable and Buku, who happens to be Andrea Kelly's daughter. I did not realize that Andrea Kelly's daughter was an artist. She said that she's working on her second project, and this time, she really wants to come harder. But the only thing I can really look at is the fact that Remarkable is so pretty. She literally was wearing her natural hair pulled back into a ponytail, and I'm like, why can't you just be that girl? Like, this orange hair is not working for you. Like, she doesn't need all that. She doesn't need the orange hair. She doesn't need the boatloads of makeup. Like, she could really do like some natural stuff and like natural makeup, natural hair, like just like her, let her curls go, and she would look great. Now, as far as Remarkable, she said that at the top of the year she was getting booked, but of course the pandemic hit, so everyone wanted their deposits back. She did tell Buku that she should meet Diamond, and that, her and Diamond will probably hit it off, and she invited her to Diamond's listening party. She also mentioned that she hasn't talked to Deb or Brat after that whole incident with her not wanting to audition. I feel like she probably rewatched last season and realized that she was acting up and that they were actually right. So she's probably going to be apologizing. So we see Deb have a phone conversation with Lily, and honestly, I got nothing out of that conversation but the fact that Lily's son just got out of jail and he does music, and at some point he will probably meet Deb and they will work together. Okay, so we see Lily. She's at her place with her granddaughter. I didn't even realize that she was a grandmother. And her son ends up coming in. So we do get to meet her son, Kai. And he is a rapper. So they basically just talk about how, music is going to save his life and how it's time for him to stop going to jail and really, become a good man and be an example for his daughter. So she ends up telling him that Deb has invited them to an industry party, which we know is going to be Diamond's album release party. And he's like, 32 flavors. And as we know, that is a part of her verse from the song Rock Your Hips. And the mess is about to just go ahead and come. We should have already known once we heard that Pimpin' and Diamond were back together, and he clearly has an interest in Diamond. Alright, so we actually get to Diamond's listening party. I mean, it was cute for what it was, considering not that many people could show up. I did not like Diamond's outfit. I liked the concept of her hairstyle, but I didn't think it was executed right. I hated Remarkable's orange hair. I think that Buku's outfit was cute, and Shayna, she's really tall and thin, so I feel like the outfit worked for her, but it was totally giving me 2000s vibes. So we do see Diamond, Buku, and Remarkable. They were having a conversation about how Ayana has gotten COVID. It's already been 3 weeks that she's had COVID. But Remarkable and Ayana, they're not friends because I guess Remarkable asked her about something that she posted on Twitter about Brandon, and they fell out from there. So at this point, I'm like, so Ayana is only friends with Bow Wow. Okay, that's weird. I mean, the ladies even bring over Shania to see if she knew something, because I'm assuming that they thought that they were still friends, but nope, they're not friends, so she has no information either. So we see pretty much everybody else who's going to arrive show up. Of course, we see Brett and Jessica. They're all booed up. And Bow Wow, he's there. And then he sees what Shania has on. And he's like, where's the rest of your clothes? And Brett has to tell him, like, she's grown now. She's a grown woman. She can wear whatever she wants to wear. And, of course, he still looks at her like a little girl. So, Remarkable, she finally decides to go over and talk to Brett. So those ladies, they actually patch things up. I feel like Remarkable definitely came to Brett very humbly, and she said that she's ready to work and she's ready to listen. So I do think that in the future, Brett and Remarkable, they may be able to work on something. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do a song together, but at least Remarkable is trying to build a relationship with Brett so that way she can be kind of a mentor to her. Out of nowhere, you just hear like all this loud commotion, and what is it? Bow Wow. Just being loud, flirting with women, and being annoying like he always is. I did laugh when when Brad called Bow Wow over. It was like, get your ass over here. Such like a black mom, but I was here for it. So Lily arrives, and of course she brought her son Kai with her. And I mean, you can tell just from like when they were taking like the group photos that it was going to be a problem. So Kai and Diamond, they really hit it off. They were just having like, general conversation of, where he's from, what does he do, all those type of things. But who happens to notice? Pimpin'. Pimpin' is over there steaming because he doesn't know who this guy is, and he's talking to Diamond. Okay, so out of nowhere, here we got Pimpin'. He's over here, hold up. And he basically beelines his ass over to Diamond and tries to stand in front of her and basically claim his territory. And Kai is like, dude, like, you freaking stepped on my boot while you over here trying to do all this. And we all know dudes from New York don't play when you step on their Timbs. And out of nowhere, here goes Pimpin' talking about how he'll whoop his ass or whatever. And as we all can see, they're about to have a fight, okay? Basically over nothing, but they're about to have a fight. Oh, and who's chiming in? Mighty Mouse, aka Bow Wow. He over here talking about some whatever Pimpin' ready to do, I'm down, or whatever he was saying. And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna need for you to pipe down. What fight has little Bow Wow really gotten into? I need for him to stop thinking that he's really that guy like Bow Wow. You're not. Please know that you will get your ass beat on any given day. Okay? So that was pretty much the episode. This episode was a little bit better than last week, but Growing Up Hip Hop is still ain't that show. So go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys at the next one. Bye.